Welcome back to another Texas Chainsaw Massacre video, and this is going to be a weird starting point because honestly, by the end of this video, you might not want to spend another dime or even second of your time playing the game. It is kind of that dire with the community check-in that they had. But we are going to go into that content in case you don't really care and you're just riding it out to the end. You're like, I don't really care when it ends. If the game dies tomorrow, the game dies 10 years from now, I'm going to play it and just whatever happens, happens. This is the Halloween pack coming for Rush Week. It's going to be $4.99, I believe, on October 22nd. You have yourself a witch, a nun, a cowgirl, a devil, and a cat. Looking at the actual skins themselves, they're okay. They're okay. The witch's hat is cool. Very basic detail on it, I will say, and the clothing's a little basic. No actual dress, which is a little strange. You know, that's kind of how witches roll. They usually have kind of like a witch dress. Whatever. Cool. Do what you want, I suppose. Then we move on to the nun. I don't think there's anything wrong with this. This is very, very fitting of a nun. This is what I would see. You know, you could have made it more slutty, whatever, but, you know, if you're going for straight up, you know, what a nun looks like, that's what one looks like to me. The cowgirl's decent. The details are pretty solid. The devil is decent. And then the cat girl, I mean, the top and the bottom is just basic clothing. This is literally the blackout outfit, pretty much. And then you have the cat ears. So nothing really special there, but that is new content coming on the 22nd. Then you have the Maria outfit pack, where her face is no longer bloody, although she's kind of pulling like a Joker smirk off there. That right side kind of like shadowy going on. You know, basic recolors, nothing insane. I mean, I think maybe, I don't even know what her normal look looks like, but you know, just some different color schemes. It's alright. It's okay. And then hands, you have his suspenders. I think it's the same pants as before. The suspenders look decent. This is a skin that you could easily see in most games being a free-to-play level skin. I think it's $2.99 on the 22nd as well. You then, of course, have the Muerto Times, where they are going to be fixing the grapple rework, the Xbox crashes, Cook highlighting dead bodies, which has been an issue on and off for literally over a year. The, of course, door interactions being laggy, and then the audio on Rush Week being terrible. They have some other things that are investigating, but those are the main things. With the grapple rework, which isn't really a rework, it's a rebalance, if you will, where there's going to be different values attached to each character, where, you know, people like Connie are really weak base on, you know, strength and tapping, so they're going to have a really low chance to win those grapples, and obviously guys like Johnny and Hands are going to be on the stronger side. Nothing really too crazy there, something that, you know, most people wanted for a while now, and it's finally coming into the game. But the big bulk of the, I wouldn't even say negativity, but just reality of the future of this game is going to be from that live stream community check-in, which was way worse than I ever thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot of acknowledging some issues that they're working on. You know, probably no new content announcements. That's usual from them. But, you know, them just kind of just talking, just yapping. They yapped, and they yapped badly, unfortunately. So this OO Hearts person, Uwu maybe, can't believe I actually got baited into saying that, kind of recapped what happened during the stream, and it is terrible. Now, the big thing is, with me in this game, for me personally, there's not a whole lot to do. The game is getting stale. The goal is not really clear. Kill or escape gets pretty old pretty quickly. Games since Call of Duty 4 have had camo challenges at launch. You know, that game was, what, 2006, 7? It's basically been 2 decades since secondary unlockables have been a commonplace in multiplayer gaming. This game had really none of that other than play a few games to unlock some skins. Maybe they should have actually tied those to challenges or something. But really, no secondary stuff like that. The only thing to really do in the game was level up your base account, which most people are level 99 for a while now, and level up perks, which most people have gotten all the builds they'll ever need done many months ago. Games like Killer Clowns even have had unlockable challenges right out the gate, and then Predator Hunting Grounds, I don't even play either game. I don't even have those games. Has a ton of stuff you can get, loot crates and whatnot from just playing and doing challenges. All the time. People load those games up. If I watch someone stream that, the first thing they're like, what is my daily? What is my weekly? Those are the things they're looking forward to doing. They're doing those objectives. That doesn't exist in this game, and they have basically confirmed it's not happening. No in-game currency, no level cap increase. Apparently, it's because it's too hard. That translates to not enough players, not worth the money to develop. It's crazy. They talked about it for over a year. That's not happening. That, on its own, personally, damn near puts the final a nail in the coffin. It really does. That is very important to me. I know some people, they just like to play. More power to you. I like having those secondary things. I think it's great. When I play COD, I don't come close to getting all the mastery camos, but you know what? It's fun as hell trying to get them. It really is. I maybe get some of them. Maybe I finish the AR's diamond. Maybe I finish the SMG's diamond. I don't ever finish it all, but it gives me something to look forward to, and it brings so much replayability to the game. It's crazy. Sure, the bugs and all that stuff have killed this game a little bit player count-wise, but I truly think the main thing, besides the queue times, is the fact that there's nothing to do. It's just play the game that you played for over a year now with the same characters, the same maps, perks that are already leveled up, your level 99 account, and I don't know how they think that's good enough. It's just not. It's just simply not. And unfortunately, that's going to cause even more people to leave this game. You, of course, also have the announcement that they can't get Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Believe it or not, this is not a huge deal to me. I think it sucks, right? It would be great if you could get Chop Top and, Leatherface from that movie, content from that movie. But unfortunately, sometimes you can't do anything about it, right? I would say that a big portion of it probably is just straight up they can't, it's not that they can't afford it, but it's not worth it. I understand that. These horror IPs, the owners of these things can be real fickle. Hey, it's their IP. They can do whatever they want with it. Most of the time, it's either a huge ask that is just not worth the return on investment, or they just simply won't do it. Simply, they don't want their content in a video game, and I can't really blame Gun for that. I won't blame Gun for that. It's very disappointing, but it's not the same as like a level cap increase where they have all the control to do that, and they just simply didn't do it. Over a year, they talked about it. I would guess that things like maps and, cosmetics and the actual balancing and all that, the bug fixes took so long going along that they just didn't have time for it. And by the time they started to even dabble in the idea of a level cap increase or in-game currency, the player count was already so low because of lack of fixes, lack of content, lack of quick queues, all that stuff, that they just didn't prioritize it. They were like, you know what, this is not worth our time. It's going to take a while. It's also, we're spending a lot of money to give them free things. Where's the return on investment there? Here's the thing, Gun. Player count, keeping the game alive means more paid DLC down the line. That's kind of how this works. Yeah, and that's what happened. They said it's too hard. No, it's not too hard. It's quote-unquote too costly. It should be so simple, but hey, we don't even have all the blackout skins yet when they literally have to change a pigment. It is not that hard. Apparently it is, though. Some of the other things, though, nothing on content pass cosmetics, which is crazy how they can't announce something. Probably another case of they don't even have them done. They're promising content they haven't even finished yet. That's my guess. And then you, of course, have, other than licensed, Leatherface content or skin, no hardcore mode, and nothing about randomized executions. No real hope, honestly. The future of this game is looking bleak. I'm not going to try to be too negative because the game is still fun at times, but yeah, as far as if you think this is a game that's going to last for even 2 more years, I'm going to be real with you, it's not. I really think that the vast majority of the support of this game is going to be gone by the time the end of February hits. It really also kind of depends on where the player counts and everything is when the new characters come out. My guess, though, even though people hate to bring up Steam charts, I think it's an okay idea of where the player count is. If those Steam charts aren't seeing at least 2,000 daily after the new characters come out, I highly doubt they're going to do much more. Maybe they squeeze one more content pass out, but the fact that the game dropped half in price and then they added something like a content pass, which, their evaluation gives you 3-4x what it would cost normally, to pay for that content, it tells me that they're making one last cash grab before they hit the door. And personally, I will not be spending another dime on the game. The game would have to be in such a better place. They'd have to recant this whole no level cap increase, no in-game currency thing, and I just don't see that happening. Negativity or not, this is the reality of this situation. Unfortunately, a lot of things people were looking forward to aren't coming. The game keeps getting buggier and buggier each release. Players are leaving in droves, making the queue times even slower. And honestly, it seems like to me, Rush Week is their personal thoughts as a last chance to build this into at least a somewhat stable game long term. And personally, with really no reason to play Rush Week, even though I think the base mode is all right, that's not good enough to me. regardless, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Those are my thoughts. Not sure what the future of the content for this game is going to be on the channel. Definitely will have the new characters whenever they're out. Maybe a couple of videos in between there, but yeah, I have been playing less and less of this game, and seemingly for good reason. Regardless, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!